Okay. Ready?
You all set? Let the record show that all councilors are present except for Councilor Babbitt, who's excused for the night. And Tony, can you lead the prayer, please?
We pray for our country at all times. That all citizens are safe, healthy, and happy. We pray for wisdom for all those who guide and govern. Help us, everybody in this situation, to know and to do the things that are right and just, with sound subject and making vital decisions. We pray for peacemakers. Let the holy life of the human spirit never dwell in our hearts, and the barriers of fear, suspicion, and hatred we fall. This we pray to the Holy Father. Amen. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Tony.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, the next thing on the agenda is public comment period. Before we start, a few things I'd like to say. I see Florida Brown, there's a letter to the taxpayers about the increase of our budget, which we haven't seen yet. There's a lot of misinformation in that only, and there's no facts to it, and the rumors going around town. It's just atrocious that they think that this council does not represent the taxpayers for Fairfield. Well, we do. We got a town manager that's been put through the grind over and over again. She presents us the budget. We approve the budget. And after the budget is approved, she sees that the budget stays within the realms of what we approve. Now, a few months ago, it was said that we were overspending, so the town manager and get the department heads together, presented the budgets. Every budget that was presented was under budget. So there's no wasteful taxpayer money being spent. That being said, she needs support of the town council that she has. And I've seen her raked over the coals for something, and she's been accused of doing stuff that she has not been doing. She's followed, when she come into this town before Fairfield, she came in at really at a bad time, and we had to have a reval, which hasn't been done for 20-some years. Had we done the reval when it was supposed to be done every 5 or 6 years, we wouldn't have had all the problems we had today. That being said, we would have lost some town or some state finances because we were forced. We weren't forced. We had to do the reval. Now on that reval, some people's taxes went up. Well, sorry for that, but that's the way taxes do go up one way or the other. We've had some people who went down. I've talked to a few people whose taxes went down. The ones who went down, I think we all should thank them for paying more taxes than what they should have been paying. The people who went up, you should be mad at your taxes going up. You should be thanking the people that paid the taxes, paid more taxes than what they were supposed to be paying. I really feel sorry for those people. It's been 15 years. Things change. We had Murray Park, we had the new ambulance service. We lost our ambulance service. Within the town manager and the former chief, they decided when we hired the ambulance service, we're going to hire both firemen, EMTs to fill this job. That means we get more money for our buck. During the daytime, a lot of people don't know that there was an accident or a fire or something like that. Well, when you only have to fight a part-time chief working, he can't go on a call. So we have to wait for help to come in from outside. I don't want to wait for Prescott to show up or Cable to show up. My house is burning down here at 18 Knoxville Street because the fire chief can't leave. Now we've got a full-time staff that will leave, and the last fire my next door neighbor had a fire, they were there within 4 minutes, they were at that residence. We have to bite the bullet sometimes. We're not sitting out here trying to waste the taxpayers' money. We never have been. But the town manager, she sees that all the budgets are spent the way they're supposed to be spent. And she really needs the support from this town council, because I've been there with the phone calls that she's received. She's been called a liar. She gives out the information that people ask for, and if they don't like it, they do not use the information. She's been straightforward all the time through. So, Ms. Powers, you've got my support, and we can go public comment period now. Anybody has anything to say, come on up. We'll entertain anything. We do listen. Everything's written down, and we do pay attention. Hearing none, we'll move on to correspondence and reports.
As of April 13th, 2022, we have received one liquor license renewal from Bulldogs Grove.
Financial report.
We received March revenue sharing in the amount of $33,052.53 on March 23rd, 2021. Total revenue sharing received to date is $371,999.61. This puts us at 78.68% of budget versus 75%. We are now $17,418 over our budgeted amount. The checking account balance as of March 31st, 2021 was $1,975,075.97, which includes the promissory note with AWS. Machias savings balance was at $5,000. Total excise tax collected in March was $59,835.68. State revenue sharing, $33,052.53. Real estate and personal property taxes collected, $201,109.06. As of March 31st, 2021, our revenue is at 81.71% versus the budgeted amount of 75%. Tax collections are at $3,103,410.70 compared to $2,696,642.84 for the same period last year, which shows an increase in tax collections of $406,767.86 compared to last year. Expenses as of March 31st, 2021 are at 73.10% versus our budgeted amount at 75%. Loan balances as of March 31st, 2021, Jones Fuel, $1,680.63. Langley number 5275, $18,616.63. And Langley number 5277, $6,699.37.
AWS report.
Good evening, Masters. All right, last thing is on March 19th, and at our meeting, we were both at January and February finances. We were a little bit behind our budgets in January, by about 3.5%. That's pretty normal for the time of year for us. We picked it back up in February, and we were at budget and a little bit ahead of budget. The one thing the council we had over the last 10 to 15 years, we've had a small amount of leachate and seeping from our property line to the next door, the previous property. It's been an ongoing thing. It's never been an amount that the DEP has qualified as being something we can do something about. Vermont is very conservative, what we do with the landfill, and we're looking at probably putting a secondary pump in there, mostly because we're seeing a new crop of DP coming in as over time. So the advantage you have to know that problem's been there for a long time, maybe going away. So we're trying to be as proactive as we can to address that issue. We're actually asking some missions to maybe do a study for us, or at least give us a cost of a study to see what we take the secondary pump. That's all in our budget. We're going to take some time for doing stuff with our engineers and site and like that. We went up to bid on our scrap metal pile. We wanted to ship it, we actually received $126 a ton, which is probably 3 to 4 times more than it was in December. So I noticed in your agenda tonight, we talked about spring cleanup. If you're looking at white goods and stuff like that, and then you may want to look at moving to the scrap metal a lot of places. We also have been going out to RFP to install some heat pumps at some of the outbuildings that the trucking and entry has shown us some places where the state is giving some phenomenal rebates on heat pumps, especially for municipal costs and municipal organizations. So it's certainly in our best interest to look at that. And we've also gone out to look for a part-time clerical person at the office in trucking and as well. So, someone's looking for some part-time work and a really stable employment place, we certainly appreciate your recommendation. That's all I have. What is the questions? Thank you very much.
Old business, tax acquired property.
On Wednesday, March 18th, 2021, council approved we put out to bid property located at 41 Center Street at 107 Riverside Avenue with a minimum bid of $2,500 for each property. We received the following 4 bids on property located at 41 Center Street. Ryan Eagles bid $5,001.99. Rose Walker bid $4,000. Jack Shannon bid $3,200. And Danny Dufour bid $2,601. We did not receive any bids on the property located at 107 Riverside Avenue. After discussion with myself, the tax collector and I have agreed to sell the property at 41 Center Street to the highest bidder, Ryan Eagles, for $5,001.99, and to offer the property at 107 Riverside Avenue to the abutting property owners for a minimum of $2,500. Buyers of any tax-acquired property are responsible for any outstanding utility bills connected to said property. Does council have any questions on that? I received a letter from firefighter EMT Shelby Barnes and Deputy Chief Cody Fenderson and Chief Timothy Browning. On March 25th, 2021, Fort Fairfield Fire Rescue responded to 2 911 emergency calls for elderly people in the community who had fallen and needed help getting out. On those calls, it was made apparent that the support for our elderly community is lacking. The individual had no family around and relied on neighbors to be there when the individual needed it. On calls like this, it is hard because it ties up the only staff ambulance at our department. If something such as a cardiac arrest came in during the time of the lift assist, we would be unable to respond until another licensed provider came to the station, got the second out ambulance, waited for a partner, and responded to the incident. Most patients, when calling for a lift assist, do not want to be transported by ambulance to the hospital. They just want help. Legally, we cannot leave the patient until we have signed them off through the hospital, tying up the only staffed ambulance at Fort Fairfield Fire Rescue. Through this incident in the community, I recognized that we needed a way to not only support our elderly, but also keep our ambulance open for emergency calls. Through some help with Deputy Chief Fenderson, we established the Good Morning program. A list of elderly people in the community would be acquired, and each morning at 8 a.m., a call is made to the individual. If they do not answer, a well-being check will be made to the address provided. As well as the morning calls, the station phone number will be provided to the individual in case they needed help at home or another assist. Once the list has been established, we will be reaching out to the members on the list to educate them on when to call 911 and when to call the station. Any interested individuals in the community will be able to call the station asking for either myself, Shelby Barnes, or Deputy Chief Henderson. They will also be able to email myself at Shelby's email address to sign up. All members on the list will provide the following information: name, address, medical history, emergency contact, and where we can find a spare key to their house. All the information will be kept confidential. They have not established the Good Morning program yet. They wanted council to know about it. And then once everything is in order, they have made contacts with the citizens and they have established their program, we will come back to council and let them know how the program is going. I fully support this program. I think this is a great way for us to reach our elderly citizens in our community and really educate them on which number is the proper number to call and when they need us. So, does council have any questions on the program?
Fort Fairfield Solar LLC, final lease agreement.
Fort Fairfield Solar LLC has been granted their Site Location of Development Act, SLODA, by the Maine DEP. We now have approval to move forward with the solar array project. The signing of this lease proceeds over the prior letter of intent, the LOI, council had me originally signed on October 10th, 2019. The recommendation is that council votes to allow the town manager to sign the lease agreement with the Fort Fairfield Solar Company and the terms of the solar array installation agreement at the town office building.
So moved. So moved. Second. Do I get a motion in a second? Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Scott? Aye. Melissa?
Aye.
Bob? Aye. I also vote aye. Minutes of March 17, 2021, regular council meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to accept the minutes on March 17th, 2021 regular council meeting.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to accept the minutes as written. Any discussion? Here now, I'll call for a vote. Paul?
Aye.
Melissa?
Aye.
Scott? I also vote aye. Warrants?
We have warrants number 21, 22, and 23. Warrant number 21 in the amount of $149,265.19 was completed on March 17, 2021. Warrant number 22 in the amount of $95,916.44 was completed on March 29, 2021. Here, the treasurer wanted me to show you that expenses are again in line with year-to-date expenses at 73.10% versus budget at 75%. And expenses have been below budget for the past 3 months. And then warrant number 23 in the amount of $441,667.99 was completed on April 12, 2021. Checking account balance as of 4/12/2021 is $1,597,943.56, and Machias savings is $5,000.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to accept the warrants number 21, 22, and 23 in the amount stated.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second to accept the warrants as written. Any discussion? Here now, I'll call for a vote. Bob?
Aye.
Melissa?
Aye.
Scott? Aye. I also vote aye. Other business? Spring cleanup.
Curbside collection begins May 17th the Town of Fort Fairfield Public Works Department will be going street by street to pick up and dispose of unwanted items. They will remove only large metal items, brush and lawn debris, tires that are residential only, no rims, that are placed by the curbside and sorted. They will only visit the street on the designated day, and you can go to the town's website to find a list of your streets and dates, and it will also be posted at the town office. Any items left behind are the responsibility of the property owner. For more information, you can always call the town office at 472-3800. And just wanted to reiterate that accepted items are brush, lawn debris, 10 cubic yard limit, old appliances, large metal items, tires, residential only, no rims. They will not accept paints or stains, furniture, glass items, electronics, or household waste. No hazardous materials will be accepted. Questions?
Lease agreement for Fairfield Frontier ATV Club, done for Fairfield.
The Fort Frontier ATV Club has requested to renew the lease of a parcel of land located off of Cheney Grove Road and further identified as being Tax Assessor's Map 11, part of Lot 16A in the town of Fort Frontier. The lease agreement states that the renewal of this lease would be for a 3-year period from March 1st, 2021 through February 29th, 2024. The proposed lease is attached, and both the town and Fort Frontier ATV Club must agree to the renewal of the lease. The terms and conditions of the lease will be the same for the renewal, with the exception that the rent amount be renegotiated at the time of renewal. The proposed rent for the first 3 years was $1 per year. Recommendation is that town council allow the town manager to sign and renew the lease agreement between the Fort Frontier ATV Club and the town of Fort Fairfield for 3 years, with rent to remain at $1 per year.
Do we need a motion on that?
Yeah,
Please.
So moved.
I got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Scott? Aye. Melissa?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
I also vote aye. Executive session.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to go in executive session, A1, B1, C1.
I have a motion and a second for the executive session. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Scott?
Chairman Butler, may I stop you for just a moment? Did council make a motion on the tax acquired property recommendation? Billy Joe doesn't have it down. No motion made. May I request that council make a motion? Do you have it in front of you?
Are we just making a motion on the bid?
Right, so my recommendation and the tax collector's recommendation was that we allow the highest bidder, Ryan Eagles, at $5,001.99, and to be able to offer property at 107 Riverside Avenue, which is the property we did not receive any bids on, to the abutting property owners for a minimum of $2,500 each.
You need a motion on that.
To accept my recommendation, yeah.
So moved on her recommendation.
And I'll second.
Second. Motion and second on the bid on the, it was on the
Center Street property.
Center Street property, the tax acquired property.
Yes.
Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Rob?
Aye.
Melissa?
Aye.
Scott? Scott. Thank you, Scott. Now we have a I'll call for a vote. Scott? Melissa?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
I'll also vote aye. Thank you for showing up today.
Ms. Powers, you want me to stick around?
I do.
I'll be in touch.
Okay.
I'll leave my books right here.